And good afternoon, everyone, from the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University. It is time now for our starting lineups of game one today. First of all, for IU Kokomo. Starting for IU Kokomo, the leading scorer last night was Newman, Jack Newman. He is a 6'5" senior averaging at 15 points per ball game. Also starting number 4, Noah Harris, a 6'6" senior at 12.5 points per game. Also number 5, Evan Kratz, he is a 6'4" junior at 14 points per ball game. And that is our starting lineup for IU Kokomo. For Concordia, up front will be Mark DeVries. He is a 6'7" sophomore, averaging 6.3 points per game. Also, the man that lit it up early last night, Jason Juergens, a 5'11" redshirt sophomore, at 7.8 points per ball game. Number 1, Colby Chapman, a 6'3" redshirt freshman at 8.8 points per game. And number 12, Wyatt Zepp. He is a 6'7" freshman. Concordia in the home white uniform, red numerals and black trim. IU Kokomo and the road black uniforms with white numerals and red trim. Walt Ferber, producer director David Hose, and Colin Dixon on statistical information. And we're happy to be here with you, game 2 of the Dunn Hospitality Classic on the campus of Oakland City University. This game 1, game 2. The host, Oakland City University, will be taking on Cumberland University of Tennessee. As it will be DeVries jumping against Newman. Tapped up, Kokomo has the basketball. Chris Chin, top of the key for the first possession of the ball game. Chin works to his right. Puts an off-balance shot up, no good. And the rebound comes down to Mark DeVries. Across the timeline, Colby Chapman. Chapman goes to Zepp. Top of the key. Works the ball down as Chapman. Works underneath. DeVries puts it up, gets his shot blocked. That was by Kratz. Works the ball back. That is Kratz. Gets it on the near side to Delmeyer. As that goes out of bounds, will be Kokomo's basketball up here. Putting the ball into play for Kokomo will be DeMyers. As DeMyers gets it into Chris Chin. Chin works to his right. Comes back out to DeMyers. Chin on the right wing. DeMyers on the near side. Works the ball underneath, and the reverse layup is up and in by Noah Harris. Harris gets Kokomo on the board. They have a 2-0 lead here early. DeVries, top of the key, works on the right wing, as that will go to on the near side. Driving in is Anand. DeVries with 3 on the shot clock, back outside. The ball is taken away by DeVries. That is up and no good, and Kokomo comes down with a rebound. A defensive battle like Concordia's game with Oakland City ended up being last night. Amon, and that is a 3 that's going to be short by Mason Lewis. Coming back the other way. And that is going to be a foul. That's going to be Zepp picking up his first personal foul. Going to the free throw line is Chris Chin. 5'11", fifth-year player, averaging 85.7% in the ball game. As Chin hits this, and Kokomo is up 3-0. 17:51 left here in the first half. One more for Chin. Chin out of Indianapolis, Indiana makes it a 4-0 ball game. Out of Crispus Attucks High School. Up in the poll this year, and that's a takeaway by Kokomo. On the move, DeVries gets in the middle of it. DeVries takes the basketball away for the Cardinals of Concordia. Getting the ball across the timeline. That goes to DeVries. Three-pointer, rims in and out, no good. Coming down with a rebound is Noah Harris. Bounces the ball on the baseline and gets it to the cutter, and the cutter puts the biscuit in the basket. Noah Harris has 4 points, and it's 6-0 IU Kokomo. Concordia getting ready to make a couple of substitutions. DeVries works the ball on the near side. Fadeaway shot that is up and no good by Olis. Kokomo has it on the near side. Harris kicks the ball back, and a long three-point shot is no good by Kratz. DeVries pulls down the rebound. He had 12 rebounds against Oakland City yesterday. As Concordia is on the attack. And that is a miracle shot. But it goes in. Colby Chapman, an 8.8 point per game scorer, ends up with the score. Colby Chapman, a 6'3" redshirt freshman out of Rensselaer, Indiana. And it makes it a 6-2 ball game and a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. That rims off no good. As Kokomo works the ball across the timeline. Works the ball underneath. It's poked away. As bringing it across the timeline is Chapman. Gives it to Juergens. He was on fire yesterday. It goes to Battle. The shot is no good, and Kokomo is on the run. Works it underneath. The shot is blocked, but Newman gets it back and puts it in. And it's 8-2 now. Battle. Goes deep, gets it back underneath the Battle. Battle turnaround from the elbow is good. Battle was held to 4 points last night, but starts off getting his first two early. He didn't score until just a few minutes left in the ball game. 8-4, and that is nothing but nylon downtown. The shot from Kratz, and it's 11-4. As Zepp will get ready to check in for Concordia. DeVries, left wing, drives in, gets the ball to Battle, and diving in there is Kratz. Also getting ready to check in is Bowl, and also Canfield. Full timeout, first media timeout. 14:42 of the first half, 11-4 Kokomo. You are watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on theNCCAA.org. We're back. 14:42 to go in the first half. And it is 11-4 as far as our score. Game brought to you in part today by the Gaslight Pizza and Grill in Uptown Huntingburg. Pizza by the pound and so much more. 86 is the group that's going to be on the stage at the Gaslight on New Year's Eve. It's a $15 cover. And you also get that great Gaslight buffet with that, too. And John Songer and all the folks at the Gaslight, a big fan of Oakland City University Athletics. All Oakland City University athletic contests can be seen on the big screen at the Gaslight in Huntingburg. 11-4 the score. Concordia 2 of 7, 28-6. IU Kokomo 4 of 8, 50%. Concordia puts the ball into play, doing the inbounds pass as Canfield, and that puppy was swatted out of bounds. Yeah, I've been very impressed by the technique and the basketball IQ of this Concordia ball club, as they played extremely well last night in their win against Oakland City. Ball comes into Canfield. Canfield drives. Shot fake. No. It's tapped around, and Newman comes down with a rebound for Kokomo. The ball across the timeline to DeMeyers. 5-footer rims off. No good. Battle with the rebound for the Cougars of IU, for Concordia rather, as Canfield works it in the low block, kicks the ball back outside. Canfield on the right wing. Battle, high post. Setting it up. Drives toward the bucket, puts the biscuit in the basket. 4 points for Battle, and it's 11-6. DeVries swats the shot of Harris. Canfield on the near side. Canfield drives. Fade away off the glass. That's no good. Coming down with a rebound is Newman. Across the timeline, Chin. Chin gets the ball to Kratz. Kratz will fire up the tray. No good. And DeVries will tap it to Canfield for Concordia. 13:32 left of the first half. Canfield sets up the offense. Ball goes to Bowl. Bowl being hawked. Works back out high. They are taking a page. They did obviously scout the game, Kokomo did, because they're taking away those 3-point shots. That's no good by Battle. Coming down with the board is Harris. And that shot's going to roll around and fall in by Kratz, who's got 5. And it's 13-6 as we're heading at 12:55 to go here in the first half. Good use of the shot fake and a nice pass. And the reverse layup is up and good by Zepp. His first 2. And it's 13-8. Concordia back to within 5. On the near side, it's Chin. Chin on the right wing drives. A baseline shot that rims off. No good. Hustle rebound comes down to Concordia. As Bowl will have the ball. Gets it to Canfield on the far side. Works on the baseline. Gets it back out to Battle. Canfield shot fake on the 3. Step back, Canfield fires up the 3 and hits it. Canfield with the tray, and it's a 2-point game at 13-11. Chin across the timeline, goes on the far side to DeMeyers. Goes on the baseline, kicks back out, good ball movement. 3-pointer in the air, rims out, no good by Chris Chin. Battle has the board. Canfield on the near side, down. Sets it, drives top of the key, gets the ball to Battle. He is a load. 3-pointer misses everything by Bowl. Substitutions for both teams. Juergens and Olis back in for Concordia. Concordia puts on the three-quarter court zone pressure that they used yesterday. Kokomo playing with 7 players because of injury. Drake Moore in the ball game now, the former Oakland City University Mighty Oak. Comes top of the key. Drake Moore gets it right back. Steps it up. Low block. And is up and no good by Newman. Tapped up, no good. Coming out with a rebound is Zepp. Canfield works the ball across the timeline. That could give Concordia the lead. It's no good. And coming down with the rebound is Anderson. Ball down, almost taken away. Newman gets it back off the glass with it. Max Newman has 4 points, and it's 15-11. Kokomo's advantage is at 4. Battle works on the near side to Canfield. Canfield back to Battle. Battle kicks the ball down, reverse back to Canfield with 12 on the shot clock. Canfield drives, loops it up, no good. Newman comes down with a rebound for Kokomo. Comes across the timeline. Ball is kicked back to Kratz, fires up the 3, and that rims off, no good. Canfield comes down with the board. Mason Canfield for the Cardinals. Canfield works the ball across the timeline, the midway part of the first half. Battle goes back, comes top of the key to Zepp. Zepp back to Battle. 3-pointer. High in the air, no good. Newman comes down with a rebound. Kokomo is on the run. Newman on the baseline, kicks the ball back outside. Good ball movement. Moore drives in. No good. Tapped up by Newman. It's good. Max Newman's got 6 points at 17-11. Kokomo back up by 6. 9:23 to go the first half. Chapman will set up the offense. In the low block, reverse layup. Putting the biscuit in the basket for Kokomo is Mason Lewis, and it's 17-13. A 4-point Kokomo lead. Kokomo has it back. And Newman drives up and puts it in. Newman with 8, 19-13. Back to a 6-point lead. Canfield sets up the offense on the near side. Gets the ball to Battle. Battle to Juergens. Battle drives, shoots, and scores. 7 points for Battle, 19-15. Concordia back to within 4. Working the ball across the timeline, comes back, 3-point shot. Rims off, that's no good by Kratz. Newman the rebound back to Kratz. Kratz drives off balance, no. Gets his own rebound, puts it up, no good. Newman gets it and puts it up again, no good, but he is going to get himself to the line. What an offensive rebounding sequence for IU Kokomo. That gets it to the timeout, and that is immediate timeout, so 8 minutes, 1 second to go here in the first half. It's 19-15 Kokomo. You are watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on dnccaa.org. Back at the Johnson Center, day 2 of the Dunn Hospitality Classic. And the first game of the day, it is IU Kokomo 19 and Concordia 15. Our game's brought to you in part by the Gaslight in Uptown Huntingburg, pizza by the pound, and a place to have your event of any kind, and also a pretty good idea for fundraising. They've raised a lot of money for a lot of different clubs and organizations. John Sire and the Gaslight, big fans of Oakland City University athletics, and you can see every Oakland City University event, including this game in their tournament, on the big screen TV at the Gaslight in Uptown Huntingburg. 8 minutes, 1 second to go. That foul, by the way, right before was on Olis. That is his first personal foul. The team's second personal foul. As we're back out on the floor. Going to the free throw line, Max Newman is 71.1% free throw shooter. Newman, a 6'8" senior out of Monrovia, Indiana, coming from St. Francis. Rims that one off. 8 points on the afternoon for Newman so far. Averages 14.6 points per ball game. And he hits 1 of 2, 9 points for Newman already. 20-15, a 5-point advantage for the Cougars of IU Kokomo. Chapman, DeVries. Driving in the lane, trying to pass the ball underneath the Juergens, and he had an explosive first half last night, but IU Kokomo's defense has kept it difficult for that young man. He has not scored yet today. Chin gets the ball to Drake Moore, back to Chin. They set up the offense. Works the ball to Newman on the high post. Newman drives underneath. Left-handed layup is no good. They fight for the ball. Concordia. That is Olis coming down with a rebound. Chapman across the timeline. Kicks the ball back outside. Juergens misfires on this one, but running in there is Luke Bowl to put the biscuit in the basket, and it's a 3-point game at 20-17. Moore back to Chin for Kokomo. 17-footer, and that is good by Kendrick Anderson. Anderson gives Kokomo back a 5-point lead. Olis, DeVries. Back to Bowl. Driving in, almost losing it. DeVries kicks it back, and a 3-pointer on the baseline. Luke Bowl, nothing but nylon. 5 points for him, 22-20. Concordia's Cardinals back to within 2 at 22-20. Luke. Drake Moore on the near side. Gets it to Chin. And will be a foul called on Concordia, and that is Bowl picking up his first personal foul. And that is the team's third personal foul, so Newman will put it into play for the IU Kokomo Cougars. Newman on the right wing, drives, basketball knocked away. DeVries has it. What a play by DeVries. Mark DeVries his first 2, and we're knotted up at 22. Right across the timeline. And an official's timeout. They're going to wipe some perspiration up. Very hard playing teams here. An old buddy of mine, Drake Moore, standing right in front of me here. Played a lot of basketball at Oakland City. We'll always root for that young man. Gets the ball to Chin in the backcourt. Moore on the near side, back to Chin. Drake Moore with a 3. In and out, no good. Coming out with a rebound is Battle. Battle was really quashed in scoring, but he's picked all of his game up today. 3-pointer on the baseline. That rims off. No good by Bowl. Chin on the run. Kretz on the far side. Chin. The ball to Battle. Back to Chin. Kretz, top of the key 3. Wrangles that puppy in there. Evan Kratz with 8 points, and it's 25-22. Olis to Battle. Battle drives in, kicks the ball outside, and an open three. Nothing but net there for number 1, Cole Chapman. 5 on the afternoon for the redshirt freshman. We're knotted up at 25. Chin to Moore, back to Chin. On the high post to Battle. Comes back outside, and the answer 3 comes from Evan Kratz, who already has 3 threes and 11 points, and it's 28-25. The Cougars are back up by 3. DeVries to Battle, top of the key. Battle hands the ball back to Bowl. Works on the baseline. Chapman saw he had the advantage and gets the foul like a good offensive player will do. And that'll take us to the final media timeout of the first half with 4:14 left in the half. It's 28-25 IU Kokomo, the Dunn Hospitality Classic. You're watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on dnccaa.org. We're back at the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University. Concordia is 11 of 25, 44%. IU Kokomo 11 of 29, 37.9%. 3-point field goals, Concordia of Michigan, 3 of 10 for 30%. IU Kokomo 3 of 9, 33.3. Free throws, Concordia 0 of 1, while IU Kokomo is 3 of 4 for 75%. Turnovers, Concordia with 4, IU Kokomo with 3. Rebounds, Concordia with 13, and IU Kokomo with 20. So IU Kokomo up in that 20-13. 28-25, 4:14 left in the first half. Putting the ball into play will be Mason Canfield underneath the Concordia bucket. Having trouble getting it in. It's tapped around, and Kokomo gets the takeaway as they try to get it to Noah Harris, and it goes out of bounds. Concordia will get it back, and that kneecap pass is not an easy place to catch it. As Canfield works the ball across the timeline for Concordia, the Cardinals. Takes the ball outside. Three-pointer, nothing but net for Olis. And a 28-28 tie with 3:52 left here in the first half. DeMeyer has it across the timeline. He's got Canfield working on him. Drake Moore on the baseline. Gets the ball, a beautiful passing to find the open cutter, Noah Harris. Harris puts it in, he's got 6. And it's 30-28. Kokomo once again figures out a way to grab that lead back. Battle works to Canfield. Battle, he's a load under there. Puts it off the glass and in. Battle with 9 points, and we're deuced up again, 30-30. It's been an exciting first half today. Across the timeline, DeMeyers. Jason Juergens will get ready to check back in for Concordia. On the near side, it's Kratz. And the 17-footer is up and good by Noah Harris, who's now got 8, averages 12-3. And it's 32-30. Once again, Kokomo has answered. The last several times they've done it, Concordia has come back to tie the ball game up. We'll see if they do it again. Battle gets it, maybe not, maybe a tray. How about they take the lead? Olis with his second three, and Concordia has taken their first lead of the ball game. 33-32, it's a 30-second break, and we'll go ahead and keep it here since it's a 30-second break. The Gaslight in Uptown Huntingburg, one of your great sponsors. Thinking of a way to increase your revenue if you are a church, a club, a school team, an organization, use the Gaslight. Their frozen pizzas and gift certificates have been a way that have earned a lot of area clubs and organizations a lot of money. Give John Songer a call at the Gaslight, and he will get you going there. 86, by the way, appearing New Year's Eve. And next Wednesday, Raider Wednesday is back on the 7th, as it will be Coach Ryan Haywood of the Southridge boys basketball team, as I'll be on the Gaslight stage for that. This has been a fun one today. You talk about $8, you get in and you get to see this game, and you also get to see Oakland City University against Cumberland. 4 great NAIA basketball programs here in the Dunn Hospitality Classic. Harris works the ball, and that's nothing but nylon for Kendrick Anderson. 34-33 Kokomo, a short-lived lead for Concordia. And not long, but I tell you what, this team passes well. And Jason Juergens, who's finally on the board, 35-34. Concordia takes the lead back. Comes on the near side, and the three-pointer is up and no good by DeMeyers. Whistle, and it looks like Concordia is going to pick up the personal foul there. As that is going to be Chapman picking up the personal foul. That's his first, team's fourth. And a timeout called by Concordia. I think we're going to go under the hood here. David Hose, our replay official, will hook up exactly on what our officials who are doing an excellent job today are doing. We'll be on the shooting. We update that. Kokomo 14 of 33, 42.4%. Pardon me, Concordia 15 of 29, 51.7. IU Kokomo 14 of 33, 42.4. Okay, 3 of 10 for IU Kokomo on the three-point shooting for 30%. Concordia 5 of 12, 41.7. They're hitting that one. They're hitting well, 41.7% three-point range. Concordia's only shot one free throw, and they have missed it. IU Kokomo is 3 of 4 for 75%. Concordia with 5 turnovers, 4 turnovers for IU Kokomo. 21 rebounds for IU Kokomo and 13 for Concordia. 7-1 offensively is where it is. And the officials get that racked up, and they're going to come back to go over it one more time. As they're taking the time to make sure they get it right. All right, want to make sure they got the right shooter. And I will tell you, if I ever think I'm a busy guy, all I got to do is look to my right. David Hose, who's my producer-director, also taking care of the replay. As Drake Moore will go out of the ball game, and coming back in will be Noah Harris. Putting the ball into play is DeMeyers for Kokomo. Ball into Anderson. 16 on the shot clock. Ball goes to Harris. Harris, top of the key to DeMeyer. He shoots it, it's no good. but a foul beforehand is going to be on Canfield. That'll be his first personal foul. And that is the team's second of the first half. And will be considered a shooting foul. DeMeyer's going to the free throw line, where he's a 66% free throw shooter, and DeMeyer's hits that one. $10 for DeMeyer's. And he misfires on that one. The young man out of Lincoln Trail College played his high school ball in Indianapolis. Fine up at 35, the three-pointer. Concordia with their biggest lead of the game as Olis hits his third three. And it's 38-35 Concordia. But Battle drives, shoots, scores, and I think that may be an and one situation. As Battle, who struggled last night, is playing great basketball today. He's got 11 points. And Battle will go to the free throw line. Ray Washington Battle, 6'4", a senior, out of Silver Springs, Maryland, and Bibbing Community College, ties the thing back up at 38-38 as Battle has 12 points. 1:11 to go in the first half. Canfield across the timeline. Juergens, Battle back, and this time it's no good by Olis. Under a minute to go in the first half. Working the ball across the timeline is DeMeyers. Newman will kick it back outside, and putting it off the glass and in is Dell DeMeyers. It's 40-38 Kokomo. Timeout is called by Concordia with 40.3 seconds to go in the first half. And the score, IU Kokomo 40 and 38 for Concordia. This has been a fun basketball game. And I will tell you, to be honest about it, I've become a fan of Concordia over the last couple of days. They don't have the top athletes in the universe, but they play a very smart brand of basketball. Their guys can shoot the ball. So they get it outside. They got guys that can fill it up. It was Juergens last night. This afternoon, Jack Olis has nailed 3 three-pointers in the first half. Colby Chapman, Mason Canfield, and Luke Bowl have also knocked him down for Concordia. DeVries will put the ball into play right in front of our network location. 4 outstanding teams here in this Dunn Hospitality Classic. Canfield across the timeline, drives, he's on the baseline, kicks it to DeVries. DeVries drives, gets the ball outside. Shot fake, 17 on the shot clock. About a 12-second differential. Canfield drives, works it to Battle, does everything but finish, gets his rebound. No good, and finally coming down with a rebound is Anderson. Kendrick Anderson gets it. DeMeyers will bring the ball across the timeline. 10 seconds left in the first half. DeMeyers on the right wing. And Newman will misfire underneath, and will be a whistle. Well, that is the end of the first half, and it is a dandy first half indeed, as IU Kokomo has 40 and 38 for Concordia. And if we have time, Ken French, the men's basketball coach and tournament director here at Oakland City University, will join us at halftime. Concordia 16 of 33 for 48.5%. IU Kokomo 16 of 36 for 44.4%. Three-point shooting. Concordia 6 of 14 for 42.9%. As my buddy Ken French is joining us at halftime. And I do want to congratulate you, Coach, on the tournament here. It's been a very enjoyable day and a half of basketball so far. We got four really good teams here.
Well, last night wasn't enjoyable for me, but um, you know, Concordia's playing well today, and Kokomo's banged up, and they only have 7 players dressed, and it's a 2-point game at the half. And then yesterday their game was a 2-point game with Cumberland. Um, just 4 teams trying to find a way to get better, and 4 teams that play different styles. All 4 of us have a different style, have a different makeup of our team, and 4 teams that are just trying to figure out who they are before we get into, back into conference play.
You always hit it right on the head when we do our pregame conversation. I learned a little bit about this game of basketball, but you talked about Concordia. I look at these guys, and they don't have athletes that I see as 5-star products, but they play a very, very smart brand of basketball. As you said, their basketball IQ is through the roof.
It is, and they do a good job of changing their defenses and slowing you down and making you search for good shots. They kind of lull you to sleep. I had that in our scouting report. And they did that to us last night. And, they had a stretch there where they did that to IU Kokomo in the first half. And, it's you don't play against teams like that very often, or at least we haven't all year. And, it's an adjustment. And you got to be able to make those adjustments and play against them.
Thing that kind of surprised, one of the things that surprised me at Concordia was their physicality last night. I didn't think they would, but they were last night, and they have been in the first half against Kokomo today.
They play with the toughness. They don't have big, muscular guys. They got long, lanky guys, but they play with the toughness about themselves, and they rebound, they set screens, and they drive, and they play physical, like you're saying, and they know who they are, and they're comfortable with who they are, and that stands out.
And Kokomo, Coach Eckelbarger does a great job, and we talked about this yesterday at our pregame. A great coach has won a lot of ball games at Kokomo over 7 years, and it is nice to have them, so to speak, as our tournament partner here for this Dunn Hospitality Classic.
It is. It's always good to have Coach E down here, and we've got a good relationship. And obviously they're in our league, and we compete with them in the league. But they're part of the River States Conference, and they're a partner for us with the Dunn Hospitality Group Classic. They've played in it the last few years, and as long as we have it the same time of the year, they'll continue to play in it.
Our game coming up in the second game versus Cumberland, and year in and year out, they have a very athletic, very solid basketball program. This year is not an exception.
They're very good. They're very athletic. They're very intense on the defensive end. They want to run. They want to push the ball. They're very good playing one-on-one. They got some guards that can break you down and get to the rim. And then they've got, they got a post player who jumps out of the gym. And they run lobs for him. And we got to see him down at the show twice. We got to watch him yesterday. Coach Bloom spent some time at Cumberland University, and obviously Jalen Negron, our grad transfer, was at Cumberland. So we know him pretty well without having ever played them here recently. But, we're going to have to play well, and we're going to have to handle their ball pressure and be ready to go.
Yeah, and I'm looking at entertainment value today, walking in the door with the great athletes that we have here. With the great athletes we have here, you can see this game and our game coming up in game number 2 for $8. I don't know where else on the planet you're going to find that good of entertainment value.
It is. It's been good games, like you said, and it's quality small college basketball, and we didn't know how the matchups were going to be when we laid out this field and everything, but it seems to be pretty competitive, and you're right. For $8 you can come in and watch 2 small college basketball games that are pretty good. They'll be pretty intense, and you got guys playing hard on all 4 teams.
I will tell you, you are a guru as far as putting these things together. Champions of Character game earlier we had, and you are the figurehead and the person that has developed the show in Kingsport, the preeminent basketball tournament pre-postseason in the country. Nobody does it better than you.
I appreciate that, Walton. I take a lot of pride in being able to give back to the game and have events like this. I think it's important. I think it's a great experience for the student athletes, and it's a great experience from a competitive standpoint. And I hope we can continue to do it.
I like that. Ken, I know you are a busy man. You got a game to prepare for, and I love doing this program and love getting to do the extra games that I get to do with you because of the tournaments and such. Best of luck in the game, and once again, an outstanding tournament.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Walt.
Ken French, the head basketball coach at Oakland City University. It is halftime here at the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University. IU Kokomo 40, Concordia 38. We're going to take about an 8-minute break. You are watching the Dunn Hospitality Classic on the dedicated Oakland City University channel on vnccaa.org. Back at the Johnson Center on the campus of Oakland City University, 40-38 IU Kokomo heading into the second half. Ballot scoring for both teams. For IU Kokomo, Evan Kretz with 9, Max Newman with 9, Noah Harris with 8. For Concordia, Jack Olis with 9. Ray Washington Battle is doing much better today. 8 points for him and 5 for Colby Chapman. Kokomo has the ball as we start the second half. If you just joined us, Concordia in the white uniforms and IU Kokomo in the black with white numerals and red trim. Kokomo has the basketball. DeMyers goes on the near side to Chin. Chin back to DeMyers. Works back to Kurtz underneath Newman. Passes the ball to Harris, who gets fouled and stuffs it anyway. That is impressive indeed. Foul is going to be called on Mark DeVries, and he'll pick up his team's first of the second half. Harris at the free throw line will hit them both. Noah Harris in double figures with 11 points. Basketball is knocked away. DeMyers across the timeline. Basketball, the hustling Concordia Cardinals get in there as Olis gets in there and ties things up. That will be Concordia's ball on the change of possession. Just underway in the second half. Game 2 today. The host school, Oakland City University, will be tackling with Cumberland, Tennessee. Colby Chapman, as he's working against Chin to get the ball across the timeline. Ball back driving in the lane, and the shot is up and good by Chapman. And it's 43-40. A 3-point lead for Kokomo. They have the ball. The ball on the baseline. Newman in the low block. And misfires there. Concordia's done a good job against him defensively today. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Kokomo. Concordia has it. Colby Chapman sets up the offense for the Cardinals. Works off the DeVries screen. DeVries with the three, comes off short. It's tapped around. Kokomo has it. Chin across the timeline on the far side. Gets it back to DeMyers. 10-footer, that rims off. No good by Noah Harris. Concordia has it. Chapman across the timeline. The three. Swish. As that is Zepp that has his first tray. 5 points in the ball game, and we're knotted up at 43. Chin works the ball in the low block. DeVries gets a block and goes down, and that is one Cardinal that they could not afford to lose as he's down. And very, very good training staff here. Battle's going to come back into the ball game as training staff going out to take a look, and he is able to put some weight on it, which is a good sign. And is walking it off, which is a good sign. But you could tell before he hit the hardwood that all was not all right. And you see the frustration in DeVries there, who has played an outstanding ball game. Kokomo with a basketball. A beautiful pass, and Newman puts the biscuit in the basket. Max Newman has 9 points on the ball game now. That is taken away by DeMyers. Chin, no, and he's fouled. A tight ball game. Right next to us, DeVries taking a look at that ankle of his. And they're going to go back and take a look at that farther. At the free throw line is Chris Chin, a fifth-year player, averaging 5.3 points per ball game. Is a good free throw shooter, 85.7%. Does not hit that one. 2 of 3 in the ball game here. Chris Chin, fifth-year player, 5'9", 160 out of Indian Crispus Attucks High School. Canfield just comes back into the ball game for Concordia. He missed them both. That got to take a picture. That don't happen often. 45-43. Kokomo's lead down to 2. Battle top of the key. It's a ball to Canfield. Canfield on the left wing. Battle top of the key. Battle drives. He shoots. Has the ball stripped away by Kokomo's Kurtz. Goes, and that is a wide open three-pointer that is off no good. And that is going to be a rebound that is going to go off Newman out of bounds as the two 15s were battling, Newman and Jack Olis. So a three-pointer here by Concordia would put them back in front of Deuce would tie it up, 45-43. 16:43 to go in the ball game. Battle. Works off the screen in the low block. Fadeaway shots, no good. Big rebound comes down to Kratz. Newman. They'll reset. Chin, top of the key. Goes back on the far side to DeMyers. DeMyers to Kratz. Back to DeMyers. Chin. Chin on the right wing to DeMyers. Newman at the free throw line. Kicks it back, an open three on the baseline. Rims off, no good by Kratz. Concordia comes down as battles for the board and gets it. Across the timeline, Canfield. Canfield drives in. Pushes his way in the low block, and a great pass to Olis as Olis has 11 points, averages 10-2, and we're knotted up at 45. 15:49 left. Chin with the ball for IU Kokomo. Bowl getting ready to check in for Concordia. Chin to DeMyers. DeMyers on the left wing, 10 on the shot clock. Chin shakes, bakes, back outside, shot fake, the drive in. DeMyers fires up an 18-footer and hits it. DeMyers with 4 points. It's 47-45 Kokomo. Mason Canfield on the near side. Canfield works to his right. Comes back out near the timeline, goes on the wing. Battle will drive into the lane. Puts the ball up, and there is going to be a foul called as Moore will come back in for Kokomo. It is the media timeout with 14:58 left, and Kokomo up 47-45. It's the Dunn Hospitality Classic on the dedicated Oakland City University channel on dnccaa.org. Back at the Johnson Center, 14:58 left, 47-45 Cougars. Scoring for Concordia. Jack Olis has 11. Ray Washington battled with 8. Colby Chapman 7. Wyatt Zapp with 7. 3 for Luke Broyle. Mason Canfield with 3. Jason Juergens, the leading scorer last night, with 2. And Mark DeVries has 2 points. For IU Kokomo, Noah Harris and Max Newman each have 11 points. Evan Kratz with 9. 7 for Kendrick Anderson. 5 for Dell DeMyers, 4 for Chris Chin. And Drake Moore has played and has not scored. Putting the ball into play for Concordia will be Jack Olis. That's a fadeaway 15-footer, a little bit too high by Olis. Kokomo is on the run. Kicked back out to DeMyers. Moore goes on the baseline and a stepped on the sideline. Harris did. So that is a turnover. Kokomo's ninth, 7 for Concordia. Battle top of the key on the near side. It's Zepp. Battle kicks it outside. Three-pointer baseline is an air ball. That didn't happen often, especially by Bowl. 47-45 gets it in the low block to Newman. Newman, that's a way to pass the doggone basketball. Noah Harris scores. And it's 49-45. The lead goes back to 4 points. Harris with 13 points. Good to see DeVries getting ready to check back into the contest. And working hard underneath is Zepp. He's going to be fouled. That is Kratz picking up his first personal foul. And that's team's first of the second half. So free throws will be shot for Concordia's Wyatt Zapp. I was going to wait till after he shot the free throw. He is a 38.5% free throw shooter. Zepp, a freshman out of Middlebury, Indiana, and Westview High School. Juergens and Chapman getting ready to check in. And he gets 1 of 2. Zepp was 6, 49-46. Kokomo's lead is at 3. Kokomo pressure by Kokomo. Newman has it, flips the ball to DeMyers. DeMyers to Drake Moore. Back to DeMyers. Thinks about shooting. Juergens in his face. Newman in the low block. Turnaround 5 and rims off. No good. It's tapped out of bounds. And with 20 seconds on the shot clock, it will be Kokomo putting the ball into play. Kratz will fire the inbounds. DeMyers on the right wing. We'll pull it back out. Being guarded closely by Canfield. Drake Moore goes on the baseline, and that's a huge 3 by IU Kokomo as Kratz drains his 4th 3 of the ball game. 14 for Kratz. 52-46 Kokomo. Battle goes on the near side to Chapman. Chapman gets the ball to Battle using the shot fake. No good. Good defense by Kedrick Anderson of Kokomo. DeMyers across the timeline. And I think that was supposed to be an alley-oop, but it was knocked away by Concordia defensively. It had to be because there's no way DeMeyer would miss it by that much. Ball comes out to Kedrick Anderson. Newman in the low block again. Battles his way down, and Newman scores. Newman with 14 points. It's 54-46. Biggest lead of the ball game for Kokomo. Battle top of the key. DeVries works on the near side, kicks it to Battle. Battle downhill, kicks it back outside. No good on the 3 by Jason Juergens, but they get the offensive board. Good movement around Mason Canfield with the ball with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Works off the battle screen. Canfield lobs the ball under. It's taken away. As here comes Kokomo, and going up hard is Kendrick Anderson, and he's going to be fouled and going to the free throw line. Foul is going to be on Juergens, his first, team's third. Going to the free throw line, Ray Washington Battle, as he hits that one. Battle, a 6'4" senior out of Silver Springs, Maryland, and Bibbing Community College. 55-46. Battle hits that one. And it puts a 10-point lead at 56-46. Concordia needs a bucket here. It's a double-digit advantage. And that's the fellow that lit it up big time last night. Jason Juergens hits the tray. It's 56-49, 11:35 left in the game. That is immediate timeout. So we're going to take a break. You're watching the Dunn Hospitality Classic on the dedicated Oakland City University channel on dnccaa.org. We're back. I got another dandy here. They've all been good ones in the Dunn Hospitality Classic. 56-49 IU Kokomo. For IU Kokomo, Noah Harris 13, Max Newman 13. Evan Kretz has 12. 9 for Kendrick Anderson, 5 for Delta Myers, 4 for Chris Chin. And that is the scoring for IU Kokomo. For Concordia, Jack Olis with 11, Wyatt Zapp with 8, Ray Washington Battle with 8, Colby Chapman 7, Jason Juergens with 5, Luke Brohl has 5, 3 for Mason Canfield, and 2 for Mark DeVries. Kokomo a 7-point lead, and they have the ball. As it will be Delta Myers setting up the offense. Kretz passes it in the low block, getting it to Anderson underneath. And he's going to be going to the charity line. Personal foul, Mark DeVries, his second personal foul. Anderson hits the free throw. 5 points for Anderson. 54.5% free throw shooter. And he drains that one. 58-49. Back to a 9-point Kokomo advantage. Basketball taken away, and a nice takeaway by Kratz as Kratz goes crashing into the boards in front of us. And it will be Concordia basketball. Olis will put it into play for Concordia. Canfield for Concordia. Ball is taken away. They're going to call a kick ball. They say it was kicked by Delta Myers, and it will be Concordia basketball. So with the kick, it puts 20 back on the shot clock. We're 11:05 left in the ball game. Jason Juergens driving Chapman, puts it up off the glass and in. 9 points for Colby Chapman, 58-51. Battle's going to get ready to go back in for the Cardinals. Drake Moore reverses it to DeMyers. Works back on the baseline. An open baseline three is no good as DeVries gets it, but it's taken away and Newman scores. Max Newman playing awfully well. 13 points for IU Kokomo, and it's 60-51. Driving Colby Chapman. Works outside, DeVries to the baseline. He drains the three, bad ankle and all. As DeVries adds to his total. 60-54. Newman on the low block. DeVries outside, shot fake, and walks. The turnover will give it back to Concordia. Immediate timeout, 9:49 left. IU Kokomo up 60-54. Dunn Hospitality Classic on the dedicated Oakland City University channel on dnccaa.org. We are back. 9:49 left. That turnover, by the way, was the 8th for Kokomo. 9 turnovers for Concordia. Rebounds 32-23. Kokomo up by 9. Offensive 10-4, defensive 22-19. 13 assists for both teams. 2 blocks for Kokomo, 1 for Concordia. Steals, 6 for Kokomo and 4 for Concordia. 10 fouls for Concordia, 3 for Kokomo. Concordia with the ball. Battle. And they're going to turn it over, and a foul is going to be called on Juergens, his second personal foul. And that is the team's 5th. So DeMyers will set it up for Kokomo. Drake Moore back to DeMyers. Moore. DeMyers. Kretz from way downtown. Ederim's in and out. Battle gets the board for Concordia. Chapman across the timeline. Chapman drives and goes up toward it and gets the shot blocked by Newman, but a foul will be called on IU Kokomo. And a foul is going to be called on Newman. That'll be his first personal foul, team's second. At the free throw line, Colby Chapman. That is up, and that is good. Colby Chapman, a 6'3" redshirt freshman out of Rensselaer, Indiana, and Rensselaer Central High School, gets them both. And it's 60-56. Drake Moore, DeMyers. Back to Moore. Moore drives, 10-footer, no. Coming down with the rebound is DeVries. Gets the ball across the timeline, so no ill effects on the ankle, which is good to see. We'll set it up for Chapman. As Concordia can make it a one-possession game here if they score. Juergens will misfire this one, and Newman gets the rebound for Kokomo. DeMyers goes to Kendrick Anderson. That is Moore. Moore on the right wing. Bounce passes it, moves back outside to DeMyers. Three-pointer. Rims off no good. And corralling that rebound is Newman, and Newman puts it up and in. Newman now with 15 points. 62-56. Battle. Back outside. Three-pointer. That rims up no good by Olis. Kokomo has it. They can stretch it back out to 8 or 9 here, up by 6. 7:37 left. Canfield getting ready to check back in for the Cardinals. Underneath. Smooth move there by Kendrick Anderson, who scores. He's got 8. 64-56. The Cougars of IU Kokomo. Battle works to DeVries on the left wing. Kretz back to DeVries, steps up, kicks the ball back outside. Stepping back using the shot fake. And missing on the three is Chapman. And that is IU Kokomo basketball. In the contest, Drake Moore coming out for IU Kokomo. DeVries coming out for Concordia. Also coming out will be Juergens. Getting serious here, under 7 minutes. DeMyers on the near side, Noah Harris. Back to DeMyers, back to Harris. Harris steps up, works the ball to Newman. A little bit too far underneath for the shot, but gets it back and scores. That young man is relentless. Max Newman with 17 points, a 30-second timeout. We'll leave it here for the 30. Scoring, Concordia, Jack Olis with 11, Colby Chapman 9, Wyatt Zepp with 8, Ray Washington Battle with 8, Jason Juergens with 5, Mason Canfield with 5, Mark DeVries with 5, Luke Broyle with 5. For IU Kokomo, Max Newman 19, 13 points for Noah Harris, also 13 for Kendrick Anderson, and 13 for Evan Kretz. 5 for Delta Myers, and Chris Chin has 4. 6 minutes, 36 seconds left in this one. Game 2, Oakland City University will take on Cumberland University of Tennessee. And a reminder, our game's brought to you in part by the Gaslight in Uptown Huntingburg, Pizza by the Pound, and so much more, where you can always see every Oakland City University event on the big screen TV at the Gaslight in Uptown Huntingburg. 66-56 the score. A big possession coming here for Concordia, as it will come into Mason Canfield. Works the ball across the timeline. 20 on the shot clock. Battle with a screen. Canfield drives. In trouble. Kicks the ball back outside to Chapman. Canfield drives. 6 on the shot clock. Finds the cutter. And the cutter puts the biscuit in the basket, as that is Olis with 13 points. And it's 66-58. Back to an 8-point advantage under 6 minutes. Newman works the ball back outside, but it gets back into Kendrick Anderson. Bounce pass to Harris. Newman in the low block. Reverse layup by Max Newman is good. Max Newman's got 19, and it's 68-59. Newman's come up big the whole tournament when the Cougars have needed him. Downtown three. That son of a gun was drilled by Colby Chapman. Chapman with 9 points, 4 of 6 shooting, 1 of 2 3-point shooting, 68-61. Basketball knocked away. Cougars come up with it, and the 3-point shot no good by Harris. Cardinals have the ball as DeVries will get ready to check back in for the Cardinals. 3-pointer, and that is short by Mason Canfield, and that gets us to, I believe, the final media timeout. 4 minutes, 45 seconds in the ball game with the score IU Kokomo 68 and Concordia of Michigan 61. You're watching the Dunn Hospitality Classic on the dedicated Oakland City University channel on theNCCAA.org. Four minutes, 45 seconds to go. 68-61. All the games have been excellent. This is game 3 of the 4-game set. Next game up, Oakland City University. The host team will be playing Cumberland University of Tennessee. As you look at the statistics in this contest, Concordia 24-53. 45-3. IU Kokomo 27 of 59, 45-8. 3-pointers, Kokomo 4 of 17, 23-5. Concordia 10 of 25 for 40%. Free throws, Concordia 3 of 5 for 60%. And IU Kokomo's 10 of 14, 71.4%. Kokomo has the ball. Kendrick Anderson puts it into play for the Cougars. Bounces it into Del DeMyers. Noah Harris. DeMyers. Back to Harris. Low block. That's Kendrick Anderson. No good. DeVries pulls down the rebound for Concordia. Canfield. Ball is reversed. DeVries on the wing. Gets the ball back. It comes back to Mason Canfield with 13 on the shot clock. Canfield to battle off the glass. Cannot get it to go. High for the rebound. Noah Harris for IU Kokomo. DeMyers across the timeline. Gets the ball to Noah Harris. Back to DeMyers. The Cougars do not have to be in a hurry now. They have a 7-point lead. The clock is starting to be their ally. DeMyers steps back, 6 on the shot clock. Battle with 2, fires the 17-footer, no good. Coming down with the rebound. As Battle got the rebound, as he got tangled up with 22. And the foul is going to be called. And free throws will be shot. As they get the perspiration wiped up. Pardon me, the free throws will not be shot, because we haven't had any fouls here in the second half, not many. 5 for Concordia, 3 for Kokomo. So the foul is on DeMyers, his first. Battle on the baseline. Works back outside, the drive, the scoop. That is no good by Colby Chapman. Foul will be called. No, ball will be turned over. Kokomo with the ball. A basket here would put it back to double figures as we head toward the 3-minute mark. DeMyers, Harris, Newman. The cutter is Harris. And a foul is going to be called on Concordia. That's going to be Chapman picking up his third personal foul, team sixth. Cougars put it into play. Noah Harris goes to battle. Kretz, good ball reversal. Kretz driving is Harris. Fadeaway shot is good. Nice shooter's roll by Harris. Noah Harris now with 13 points. Battle for Concordia. Ball comes on the near side. Gets the ball, and the cutter is battle, and the cutter scores. Battle doing some battling. Double figures now with 10 points on 5 of 13 shooting. 70-63. IU Kokomo would take 2 games if they win this one. They go 2-0 in the tournament. That's no good by Kendrick Anderson coming out with a rebound. Concordia. Across the timeline, Colby Chapman. Basketball is deflected. DeVries goes and gets it back, but it's knocked back away and picked up by DeMyers. Clock being the enemy of Concordia and certainly the friend of IU Kokomo now. And they're going to use about all they can to the shot clock as we're heading toward the minute mark. 9 seconds on the shot clock. DeMyers, three-pointer baseline, that rims off, no good. Concordia's Juergens comes down with a rebound. Colby Chapman. Battles. Does not get the shot to go. Newman with the rebound. We're under a minute to go on this one. And foul is going to be called. That's all really that Concordia can do now. As Mason Canfield will check back into the ball game. That is the second personal foul called on Jack Olis. 7th team foul. Going to the free throw line, Kendrick Anderson, a 54.3% free throw shooter, is at the line. Swish. Kendrick Anderson, a 6'5", 210-pound junior forward out of Anderson, Indiana, came from Morton College. Second one is up, that rims off, no good. Concordia. DeVries comes down with a board. Mason Canfield across the timeline. Drives into the lane, scoops it up. Shot is blocked by Harris. Kokomo has it. Immediately the foul is going to be called on Mark DeVries, who has his third personal foul. So they'll walk the long walk down. And it will be going to the free throw line. Del DeMyers, a 66.1% free throw shooter. 50-year player out of Indianapolis. That is good. Del DeMyers with 6 points now. One more. DeMeyers hits them both. Working the ball down across the timeline, Colby Chapman. Juergens, 18 on the shot clock. Basketball comes back, three-pointer blocked. And love the hustle as DeVries gets down and ties it up. And we do have a full timeout, and we'll take a break. 21 seconds left at 73-63 Kokomo. You're watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on the NCCAA.org. Back at the Johnson Center, scoring for the Cougars of IU Kokomo, Max Newman 21 points, Noah Harris 15. Kedrick Anderson 14, Evan Kretz with 12. 7 for Delta Myers, 4 for Chris Chen. For Concordia, Jack Olis 13 points, Ray Washington battle with 10. 9 for Colby Chapman, Mason Canfield with 8. Wyatt Zepp with 8. 5 for Jason Juergens, 5 for Mason DeVries, at 1 point for Luke Brohl. Putting it into play right in front of us, Juergens, who was deadly last night. You're going to move it, and it's going to be a little farther down. That's Coach Jan getting instructions, and it is going to be Concordia putting it in. Gets the ball into Chapman, and that's a reach-around foul that Delta Myers is probably wishing he would not have had. But that is only the 15th foul. So it will be Juergens putting it into play right in front of us again. The ball into Chapman. Comes back into three-pointer. Rims up high, goes over the brace. No good as Juergens couldn't get that one to fall. 13.1 seconds to go in this one. It looks like IU Kokomo is going to go 2-0, but I will tell you, I love the play at Concordia. I love the way they go at it. As this is a fire out for IU Kokomo, as it'll be in the hands of Evan Kretz, and that's exactly the way it'll finish. The final score is 73-63. IU Kokomo comes up with the win. Scoring in the ball game for IU Kokomo, Max Newman, 21 points, 15 for Noah Harris, 14 for Kedrick Anderson, 12 for Evan Kretz, 7 for Delta Myers, and 4 for Chris Chen. For Concordia, 13 points for Jack Olis. Ray Washington battle with 10. Colby Chapman 9. Mason Canfield with 8. Wyatt Zepp with 8. 5 for Jason Juergens. 5 for Mark DeVries. And 5 for Luke Brohl. And that is game number 1. Concordia now 4-8. IU Kokomo 9-4. Next up, it will be Cumberland, Tennessee against Oakland City University. That's going to be coming up in just about 18 minutes. So for the time being, for producer-director David Ho, statistician Colin Dixon, this is Walt Ferber. You're watching the dedicated Oakland City University channel on the NCCAA.org. www.concordia.org.